Yo, people, welcome to another stream. As you can see by the title, by the thumbnail, Game Week 3 Premier League predictions. And I'm joined by Manny, the host of Manchester United versus Brentford Watch Long. He covered that. Big up Manny for doing that. Yeah. Um, thank you, Manny. How have you been today so far?
Pretty good, thanks. Can't really complain very much about how the day's been going, and I mean it's been quiet, but as long as it hasn't been a very bad day, I'm happy. And besides, calm before the storm. Tomorrow's the weekend, so you know what to expect.
Yeah. Also getting better. We all know. But yeah, we'll get on to that. But of course, Manny is the only guest. So, but I send the link to all the group chat I'm in for those who want to join. And I got Rich from Eagle Eye Football. He recorded a video, so I'll play that while we give our predictions. So yeah, but before we do that, make sure to like and subscribe and share the channel. Go follow Money on all his socials. Yeah, two away from 150, as the At a Time podcast said in the chat earlier. Subscribe to Coach's Corner. Yeah, subscribe. It's free. It won't hurt you. Promise. It won't hurt you. There's many other things in the world that can hurt you, but subscribing to my channel won't. Um, so yeah, but Manny, on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you for the Premier League games this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, like it's probably something to say that once the initial excitement dies down after the first week, it sort of becomes business as usual. So you probably won't have that much in terms of excitement. But this is going to be a rather crucial week because this match week and probably the next one will be the last two in the month of August before the window closes for transfers. So it's going to be interesting to see which teams will need some reinforcements, which teams will be just fine, which teams are performing well with or without them, and what needs to be done. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's exciting, but that could change, of course, as we progress further in the season, because that's when the games start to be a little bit crucial. So any teams who are not having the best of starts don't need to worry too much. If teams are having a really magnificent start, they need to keep their feet on the ground. There's still a long way to go. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but not necessarily excited. I hope that answers your question.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm excited. There's a few exciting games. So yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully Chelsea gets a win. But yeah, so first game we'll start off with Tottenham versus Wolves. Let me just get this one thing up. Tottenham versus Wolves. Okay, there it is. Tottenham versus Wolves is of course the first game. Um, yeah, so I will start off with my thoughts. Tottenham, coming off a they coming off a lucky draw. Honestly, symbolic refereeing we all know. Um, confirmed by the FA, Conte will be at the touchline. And only a 15 um, £1,000 fine for Antonio Conte. Thomas Tuchel, on the other hand, won't be at the touchline for the Leeds game. We'll get onto that. And he serves a £35,000 fine. So they way harsher on Tuchel than Conte. So it is what it is. So Conte will be next to the touchline for this game. I don't see it affecting the result of this match any. For me, Spurs they should win. I think they are going to win. Wolves, they haven't played well recently. 4-0 to Tottenham. Yeah, I think Tottenham will do it. Money, your thoughts?
Yeah, they should win. It'll be easy. Personally, I'm not just saying this because you're a Chelsea fan. The fact that Tuchel has been disproportionately punished a lot more than Conte is rather harsh to me. Um, it's
Yeah,
one thing to say that Tuchel probably shouldn't have looked to grab Conte's hand like that, but Conte also, if you study the evidence carefully, was also very guilty of very provocative behaviour when he literally ran towards Tuchel with that crazed look in his eye. He reminded me of one of those, wrestlers who have that look, who try to intimidate their opponents with that look of fear. Yeah, and that was sort of bang out of order. Maybe they came down hard on Tuchel because it was his home turf. He had to show a little bit more restraint, and maybe they, you know. Anyway, I'm just great. I'm just grateful. I mean, no, I can't be grateful because I'm not a fan. But if I were a Chelsea fan, I'd be grateful that it's really only, with all due respect for this game against Leeds, who, of course, avoided relegation last season by the skin of their teeth, and have started well, but will be found wanting against the Chelsea team that still has a great deal of quality. Both Chelsea and Spurs have started their seasons well with a win and a draw, and of course the draw was against each other. So I think they have enough quality to challenge for the top places in the league, if not the title, but we'll see how that goes. It should be an easy 3-0 win for me. And I say 3-0 because I'm trying to be conservative. I don't think Wolves, with their new signings, will have enough time to truly gel as a unit. And they're in need of some points, but they're not going to get it against Tottenham. So 3-0, easy. Could be 4. I don't see Wolves scoring either, although strange things have happened. So 3-0, easy.
fair enough. And let's get Richard's thoughts.
It's your boy Rich from Eagle Eye Football, and big up Hanno for allowing me to share my predictions for game week 3 in the Premier League. So here we go. I'm going to say it's going to be Spurs 3, Wolves 0.
Okay, I'll stop it there. And yeah, next game is Leicester City versus Southampton, of course. Leicester City coming off a win, I believe. Let me just check. No. Okay, wait. Manny, did Leicester City win last week? They won, right?
No, last week they played my Arsenal team and they lost 4-2.
Oh, yeah. They played Arsenal. Yeah. And Southampton, they drew with Leeds, I know that.
No, they drew with Brentford, not Leeds. The same Brentford team which beat Manchester United in the second week.
No, this game week. Last week.
No, last week they played Arsenal. First week they played Brentford.
Yeah, but Southampton, they faced Leeds.
Southampton played Leeds, yes.
Yeah, Southampton played Leeds. So, yeah, so both Leicester City coming off a loss, Southampton coming off a draw. Both teams really not expected to do well this season. Your thoughts on this game, basically?
Should be a Leicester win. Should be a Leicester win. I think despite their not getting the results they wanted, Leicester showed that they have enough in them to make sure that they not only avoid relegation, but also have another comfortable finish. In fact, they should, without European football, be able to be fresh and challenge for Europe. Now, much has been said about how they haven't been able to make new signings, but certainly some of the players in their team, the likes of Dewsbury, Hall, and Justin, they were pretty good against Arsenal and certainly against Brentford. And it was just unfortunate that they let that Brentford result slip, and some individual mistakes cost them against Arsenal. They should win 2-0. I think Southampton are still looking quite weak. That draw against Leeds United aside, they have quite a few problems. I don't think Brendan Rodgers should be under any pressure to keep his job, because we know that he can get his Leicester team fighting, above their weight and doing quite well. Hasenhüttl, his job should be safe as well for now, but he will definitely need to see that grit from Southampton translate into results. So it'll be 2-0 to Leicester for me. I don't see them scoring. Yeah, I don't think they'll score. I think they'll be able to nullify the Saints' attack, and I don't think Ward-Prowse will have as much of an effect on the game as he did in the previous 2 weeks. So 2-0 Leicester.
Fair enough. No, I have gone with a 1-0 Leicester, honestly. So yeah, 1-0 Leicester. I think it is going to be a tight game. Jesse.
Palace 2.
Okay, so he's gone with Palace. Okay, so we'll save Rich. Which is predictions then until we get on with Palace thing.
Yeah, I don't know if he's given the complete prediction, but if you want me to go ahead,
let's do Palace now. I done the complete prediction. I'm sure of it. So yeah, let's do the Palace one.
Yeah, Palace would be good.
The Palace game. I think it's always just different from the one I have. So next one, Palace vs Aston Villa. Of course, it's Steven Gerrard versus Patrick Vieira. I need to take that down. Patrick Vieira versus Steven Gerrard. Palace coming off. They won, right? Or did they draw? Palace.
They drew against Liverpool and they lost against Arsenal.
They drew against Liverpool and Villa. They came off.
They beat Everton.
Yeah, they beat Everton 2-1. So yeah, so both good results for both teams. How do you see this game going?
Me?
Yeah, you.
As on that show we did together, I am predicting a 1-1 draw, because both teams had good results, and I think both teams will look to get to their stride. I just see them cancelling each other out the way both teams are playing at the moment. So, yeah, 1-1.
1-1 draw. I'm going for a hammering by Crystal Palace. 2-0 to the Palace. Easy dub. Steven Gerrard is not going to know what's hitting. Now let's from the Palace fan himself.
Right.
Villa 1, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Fulham 1, Brentford 2, Leicester 2, Nottingham Forest 1, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1-0, Palace 2, Villa 1.
So he's gone with a 2-1 to his club Palace, Crystal Palace. So yeah, for me, why I've gone Palace 2-0 is because you look Palace just they look good. Honestly, they look good. The way they play against Liverpool, they look good. Villa, but iffy, but they also look good. Chelsea fan big up says 4-1 to Tottenham. I almost said 4-1 to Wolves. Imagine. That would be funny if it was 4-1 to Wolves. So yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So what was the next match that he said? I think you, when he was speaking, I think you didn't pause it quickly enough. What was his next game?
Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1.
So his next game is Forest Versus Everton, he's gone for 1-1. I've gone the same. I just think it's too tight to call, honestly. You look, Forest that came off a win versus West Ham. Everton, I haven't won a game. But it's too tight to call because you don't know if Forest is going to turn up away from home. So, yeah, Manny, your prediction.
I'm going for a Forest win. I think they showed against Everton that they look to be a club that has serious ambitions of staying in the Premiership for a long time to come. And, they shook off the Newcastle defeat very well indeed. And Everton still have many problems without a striker. They're going to have to look to maybe one of their midfielders to try and score. I just don't see Frank Lampard's team getting a result, and Forest will be on the way up. So I'm going for a 2-1 Forest win. And I believe Rich said that it would be Everton 2, Forest 1, so he was going for an Everton win.
I think I said 1.
Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1.
1-1 draw.
You did say a draw. Okay, very good.
So, yeah. Chelsea fans says 3-0 to Arsenal. We'll get onto the Arsenal game. So the next game is
Fulham 1, Brentford 2.
Fulham 1, Brentford 2. He's gone for 2-1 to Brentford. I have gone the other way. I've gone with a draw, a high-scoring game, 2-2 Fulham, and draw with Brentford. So yeah, it is also a tight one to call because you don't know what Brentford is going to be like away from home. So yeah, take it away.
Yeah, me as well. I mean, I've gone for a 2-2 draw exactly because I think Fulham are going to be motivated for this game, and this is the sort of game that Brentford might be expected to win on the back of that result against Manchester United, but they will invariably end up struggling. And but Brentford do have enough quality; they will score, but then so will Fulham, as long as they find someone other than Mitrovic to score. It should be 2-2 easily. I think Craven Cottage will not be an easy place for teams to come and play, and Fulham will enjoy that. So 2-2.
Okay, so yeah, I'm back. So yeah, next game is
Leicester 2, Southampton 1.
So Leicester versus Southampton, of course. Yeah, for me, both games. We did this one. We both already did this one, I believe. Leicester versus Southampton, right? Money. We did the Leicester versus Southampton game, right?
We did. So what I'm saying is you're going to have to replay the video to see which ones we might have missed.
No, I think
Leicester 2, Southampton 1.
Yeah, Leicester 2, Southampton 1 is gone with.
I've
gone one of Leicester City. Your prediction for that?
I did say 2-0.
2-0 to Leicester City. Yeah. Okay, so that's all the 3 p.m. kickoff games. Now the next game is Bournemouth versus Arsenal.
Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3, Leeds 0.
He's also gone 3-0 to Bournemouth, same as Chelsea fan said. And yeah, my prediction is my prediction is just a normal Arsenal 3. I've gone with a high scoring game. I have gone with the same Arsenal 3 goals. But I think the Cherries will be on it. They will show their class. And it will be 3-2 to Arsenal. I think we're close, but I think Arsenal will take it at the end. Your prediction, Manny?
3-1 to Arsenal. I think we will concede because I still have some worries about the defense, but we will definitely score more. 3-1. Strikers look to be in good form, Jesus, Martinelli, and we're pressing well. The only problem is we need to press well, because if we don't, other teams are going to press us. But the way we're going, I think Bournemouth may be a bit of a tough nut to crack, but we will wear them down. So 3-1, Arsenal.
Fair enough. Let me just go. So yeah, we will be reviewing the games at the end of the stream, just giving some context. So yeah, I forgot to do it. My ideas, different places right now. So yeah, Leeds United versus Chelsea. Of course, is the next game. Chelsea, of course, drew to Tottenham. Horrible refereeing by Anthony Taylor. Mike Dean recently came out and said um, it's a clear mistake he made. He apologized and yada yada yada. It's too late, Mike. It's too late. Now I think most Chelsea fans have. There's two ways this game can go. If Leeds set back, it's going to be a struggle for Chelsea. But if Leeds just play, it's going to be play open wide. It's going to be a bit more easier for Chelsea. But I'll give my lineup what I would gone for. Of course, Kante, Broja, Kovacic, and Pulisic are out for Chelsea. Um, so loads of big time injuries. So I have gone for Mendy in goal, uh, and I have gone for Ruben Loftus-Cheek at right wing back, Reece James at right centre back, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, and Cucurella. In my midfield two is Conor Gallagher and Jorginho. My front three, Sterling, Havertz, and Mount. So yeah, and but what do you reckon, Manny? What do you reckon?
So
This
with your
game,
formation,
forge,
you've gone for a 3-4-3, have you?
yeah, 3-4-3.
Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. I would say that Chelsea are going to have to make obviously a few changes. I mean, obviously, with injuries, changes will be necessary. I also think it's fair to say that maybe Cesar Azpilicueta has seen better days. He might be getting a bit slow. I definitely wouldn't want to see him brought on if he might be considered a defensive liability. So you've got Jorginho starting, haven't you?
Would what did you say?
Do you have Jorginho starting?
Yeah, Jorginho is starting. Yeah.
Jorginho, yeah. As long as he's starting, I think he should be able to control everything. And I thought Koulibaly looked good for the most part, although he probably went to sleep in some ways for the first Tottenham goal. I think his maybe not went to sleep, but certainly his positional work wasn't really the best. But he looks to be a good buy, and I think he will do some good stuff for you guys. What about so you don't have Pulisic starting, do you?
No, Pulisic is injured. He's out of Achilles.
Once again, another injury for Captain America. Poor guy.
Huh?
Because it's sad because I mean I do rate him highly, and I think he'd normally have a bit of an impact, but sadly injuries are proving to be his Achilles heel. It should be a 2-0 win for Chelsea. It should be a 2-0 win for Chelsea quite easily because I think they just haven't had a little bit too much quality. Leeds are going to try and take the game to Chelsea, but I think their relative inexperience will let them down. So 2-0 Chelsea. No complaints there.
2-0 Chelsea. Yeah, and I have gone for 1-0 to Chelsea. Just think it will be not but difficult for attackers. So yeah, let's hear Richard's thoughts.
Chelsea 2.
So 2-0 to the Chelsea's gone for. Yeah, get your predictions in the chat. Like I said, I forgot to do the review. It was so yeah, been a long day. So yeah. But yeah, let's get your predictions in the chat. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, road to 200 in full swing. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, that's that. I just quickly want to check on how the stream doing with the connection and everything. Okay, so it's not great, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, good connection. So just wanted to check on that. Um, yeah. So next game is Rich. Take it away.
West Ham 2, Brighton 2.
Gone off a 2-2 draw in the West Ham vs Brighton game. Fair play, fair play. Rich, I have gone for a 2-1 to West Ham. I just think they will edge it. Nah, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to change my prediction. Live on air, I'm changing my prediction. Send it to everyone out my prediction. I am going to change it. I'm going with a 2-1 to Brighton. If it is the other way around, I'm fuming. So yeah.
So
But
yeah. So what prompted you to change your prediction? Because I can tell you right now that my prediction as well is a 2-1 Brighton and Hove Albion win. What made you change your mind?
uh, just a gut feeling I got. Just something just in my mind just says 2-1, and but it can. That game is a result. It can go West Ham. It can be a draw. It can be a win for Brighton. So it can be anyone. It's just a gut feeling all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
no fault.
the reason why I'm going for a 2-1 Brighton win is because I believe seeing how they've played this season, they've looked very organised. Graham Potter's got them, playing as a well-organised unit, and they certainly provide a lot of defensive stability. And going forward, especially with the likes of Lamptey coming on the second half, he can definitely turn the game, if you will. And West Ham, they will certainly feel as though they should have gotten something out of the Nottingham Forest game, and it's fair to say that Declan Rice will never again take another penalty for the club. That was an awful penalty, decent save by Dean Henderson. But this is also going to be a game where you could start to tell that they'll be under a little bit of pressure to try and perform. And they've lost both games now this season, albeit the first one against Manchester City, that is. But I just don't see them being able to break down Brighton's defence, even with their exciting forward line. So they'll score, but they won't really be able to withstand Brighton. So I think the Seagulls should win this 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Been very impressed with them.
Fair enough. Yeah, Chelsea fans is 1-1 in the Chelsea game. He doesn't feel good about this game. I hope he is wrong, and we do, and I believe we will win, Chelsea fan. It's all good. So yeah. Next game, Reach, take it away.
Newcastle 0, Man City 3.
So he's gone 3-0 to Newcastle. Over man. Wait. Did I hear that? Say 3-0 Newcastle or 3-0 City? Wait, let's see.
0, Man City 3.
Oh, okay. 3-0 Manchester City. Fair enough. I have gone for 2-1 to Manchester City. I've just think it's going to be a tight one. And yeah. Before we go on to money, your prediction. For those wondering what the Millwall Norwich game score is, it is still nil in that game. So 0-0 that game. I said 2-1 to Norwich. It's now approaching the 45th minute. So yeah.
Is that a
Man-
championship? Who's playing?
Yeah, championship game.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I've gone for a 2-0 win for City. Again, that's me being conservative. I don't think Newcastle will be able to score, find a way past that defence. Looks quite solid for me. And this should be a normally routine win for Manchester City, but Newcastle will obviously try to take it and make it a little bit tight. And yeah, 2-0 should be a fair enough result. I don't see City going completely berserk, and the Newcastle players are going to want to impress their owner and their fans by not being blown away. So 2-0, a respectable result, a defeat, but a respectable defeat. 2-0 to
Fair
City.
enough. Yeah, fair enough. And now we have come to the last game. And I think we will just take a few moments to laugh at this club. Manchester United. Let's all laugh in 3, 2, 1. The mighty have fallen. So yeah, let's get
Yeah, I mean,
into
at least when Brentford beat you last season, you scored. So I suppose your laughter is justified.
And lastly, Man United 0, Liverpool 3.
3-0 to Liverpool. On Brentford, we scored. We scored a goal. Come on. We scored a goal. Who remembers that? I don't even remember that. So yeah.
It was a 4-1 defeat, so obviously you scored.
So it's better than 4-0. And
Exactly what I'm saying. So your laughter at Manchester United is justified.
it's just a goal. But why not laugh at Man United? We all laugh. But I want to hear. Of course, Casemiro going to Real Madrid. Is it Manchester United repeating their old ways of giving old guys big wages, signing old players, giving them big wages, or what? What do you reckon it is?
Now, here's the thing. I mean, there's been some stuff in the news about Ronaldo possibly leaving United and going to Borussia Dortmund if they're willing to take him in. I don't know if we can put that much credibility onto that report, but it seems clear that Ten Hag has realised his mistake of wanting to keep Ronaldo as a part of his plans, because a guy like him with his ego would simply not be willing to stay there. And there have been some United fans who've said that that Ronaldo deserves credit because he's the one person who's trying to increase the standards of the club. Well, here's the thing: it's more than about Ronaldo, and whatever's happening over there is happening in such a way that not even he can do much about it. All he's effectively doing is, moaning and whinging about things. He's part of the problem, but is he willing to be a part of the solution? So it's better if he leaves, and obviously if he leaves, United are going to need some experience in that team. So I see it as a good signing because they're focusing on an area in which they need some focus. Obviously, the central of the midfield has been a big problem. It was a huge problem in that defeat at Brentford. So when you have a regular international for Brazil, multiple Champions League winner with Real Madrid, he also won the Super Cup with them. He's got plenty of trophies in his collection. Why not take up a new challenge? And this is probably going to be the final big contract of his career, given that he's 30. And I'm sure there will be some clauses which will enable him to leave if things go pear-shaped. But this season, it seems to be a decent buy. Why they gave him a long-term contract, I have no idea. They seem to be putting their eggs in the basket of him adding a lot of weight to the team and really solving their problems overnight, which I don't think will happen, but it's a start. They could have offered him maybe a 2-year deal with an option of a third year, but it's a good purchase, and I'm not going to judge them for that. So Yeah. Whether it will be enough to save them from defeat against Liverpool, I definitely don't think so. Ten Hag wanted a response from the boys. He cancelled their day out, and obvious whether it's had the desired effect will remain to be seen. I just think that Liverpool will also be very determined to right the wrongs of their two draws, where they dominated both games but never got the reward that they deserved. So this will be a routine win for Manchester United, but I also think that this will be the game where United score. I mean, they scored against Brighton, but that's often easily forgotten. I think they will score, but Liverpool will score more. 3-1 to Liverpool is my prediction.
3-1 to Liverpool. Big up. James is 2-1 Bournemouth in their game versus. No, I can't remember their name. Versus. Also, he says 2-1. And James hasn't got many predictions wrong. That JPT says big up, JPT big up, and yeah, we will. Yeah, my prediction. Wait, let me wrap this up. My prediction is 2-1 to Liverpool. I just reckon they will do. Um, they'll get their win, but it won't be a surprise if they draw. It won't be a surprise if they draw. Hopefully they do. But yeah, we have reached the end of the show. But what before we end it off, what do you reckon is going to be the game of the weekend?
Ooh, very good question. Let me just take a look and see what games we have on offer. It's almost hard to look beyond Manchester United and Liverpool, both obviously giants of the Premiership and of English football. It really is going to be a little bit hard to look beyond that. Fulham versus Brentford, West London derby should be a very feisty affair. I would say that the Liverpool Manchester United game might probably be the game of the week, simply because of the anticipation and the news surrounding that. But I think Fulham versus Brentford could also be exciting, because it'll be interesting to see how promoted Fulham come up against a Brentford team which is starting to become a lot more established. But again, marginally, it'll be United against Liverpool.
Fair enough. I have gone for the. Um, let me just take a quick look, sneak peek. I reckon the West Ham Brighton game. I reckon that game be the game of the week. Yeah, I'll reach in those reaches.
Yeah, big up everyone. Hope you're well. Enjoy your evening. Big up, Hannah. Peace.
Yeah, thank you, Rich, for giving your predictions.
Thanks,
And
Rich.
yeah, Rich for recording video. I know he's on Eastern currently. Let's see. Money, shout out your socials.
Yeah, you can catch me online on Twitter at Thangadurai1981. You can also catch me on Instagram at Manny Thangadurai1981. And you can catch me on YouTube on Del Boy Gunner TV, RS Talks Football, S Beatley TV, and hopefully I'll get to make more appearances on Hanno's Coach Corner. Love what this guy's doing. Obviously, a true sports enthusiast. Many sports, such a young age, and it's impressive the way he set up his own platform and invited a few people, and obviously made whatever he could of it. If I can come on more frequently, I would. And that's pretty much it from me. Maybe I'll do something of my own. Watch the space.
Fair enough. And yeah, thank you, Manny, for joining last minute. And yeah, one I will. I didn't sort out the description for both streams. I did. I will sort that out tomorrow. It's been a long day. I just want to rest, and I'm as you can tell probably by my voice, I'm not feeling well. So yeah, that's why I forgot to review the game. I was trying to do that now, but I was like, no, let me get to rest. And yeah, you guys can follow me on Hanu underscore coach Hanu underscore coach underscore corner on Instagram, Hanu underscore coach corner on Twitter. You can do that and check out um, uh, some of the other channels when I have money's Instagram. I'll have reaches channel out Mr. 1K. So yeah, Chelsea fan also gone off 3-1 to Liverpool. Fair enough. I'm the only one that thinks um, Liverpool will when yeah low no Liverpool will keep a clean sheet. Yeah, almost said it the other way around. So yeah, we are 2 away from 150. So if you guys get that happen, uh, yeah, like I shared with friends, shared with family. It won't say to subscribe and yeah. Yeah, left 2 away, road to 200. 220 by the end of October, by the beginning of October is the goal. So yeah, make sure make that happen. And if if Casemiro plays, I don't think he will play. If he plays 2-1 to Liverpool, that time podcast says so. He still thinks Liverpool will do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
Chelsea. Yeah. See you
Yeah, I mean,
later.
I don't think Casemiro will play. I think he has to be registered, but we'll see what happens. I think this might be the game where United start to turn the corner. They just won't get a result though. Too early for them.
Yeah. And just imagine Man United get battered 5-0 to Liverpool. Imagine it happens again, or it's the other way around. That will also be fun. So yeah. Peace out, everybody.
If it happens, then
Sorry, wait, let me continue. Sorry, accidentally.
yeah, I'm just saying if it happens, then there's obviously going to be a lot of there'll be hell to pay. But yeah, so they're going through some problems, but I think they will turn the corner. I don't see them getting beaten that heavily, but they will get beaten.
3-1 Liverpool team. Fair enough. Fair enough. JPT. Fair enough. And yeah, the halftime score in the championship game. Let me just update you on that. The halftime score is 0-0. That game, Norwich 0, Millwall 0 in the championship. Peace out, everybody. Hopefully, it ends 2-1 to Norwich. Peace out, everyone.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Not
This is
this
your boy
one.
Rich from Eagle Eye Football,
No,
and
no.
big up
Not that one.